again. And today we're gonna be reviewing once again, the weekly update for, the bans and restrictions and stuff. So basic, in case if you're unaware, a bunch of cards got banned in standard. So we're gonna talk about it right now, and we're just gonna also. So, I already know what the ban announcements are, and we're just gonna, I'm gonna review it, give my thoughts about it, and so Thibaut's Trickery getting banned in best of one for historic, and so best of one historic explorer, yeah, Thibaut's so yeah, so Pioneer, which is explorer, best of one, Thibaut's Trickery is banned. With sideboard, then yes, it is still allowed. You can still play that, but it's but I mean, well, but it's just but just let me just see this. Hold on. So it was banned in modern. In case you don't remember, um, the Thibaut's Trickery was banned in modern, being one of the few red counter spells in the game. It's actually very powerful. Oh, it's banned in historic too. So it's banned in modern, banned in historic, and banned in best of one Pioneer. Still playing best of three though, well, but yeah, this card is just broken, man. I mean, if you've seen how it works, I mean, so you you can do it on your own spell, which is what you usually do with Thibaut Trickery. You counter your spell. You just choose 1, 2, or 3 random. Mill that many cards, then adds out until you hit a non-land with a different name. Cast it for free, then just get. So Thibaut's Trickery would be played with something that could just. So the modern deck was basically Thibaut's Trickery. They unbanned counterspell from historic. Counterspell, one of the best counterspells in the game, just was banned in historic due to how powerful it was. For 2 mana, being able to counter any spell with no downside whatsoever. This card has gotten banned, for logical reasons. It was in one period of time banned in Legacy. Then it gets unbanned, but then they introduced it to Modern through Modern Horizons 2. And that's when the power of cards started to shift. I mean, before Counterspell got released, I mean, the best counterspell in the format was just, what was it? Force of Negation. Yeah. And it couldn't even counter creatures. So it's still not like the best, but it's powerful. So yeah, that's basically card. So yeah, and I mean, so yeah, both of them counter spells. I mean, Thibaut's Trickery being a red counter spell that you usually counter your own spells with it, but it does work against the opponent, depending on how lucky you are. It's kind of like Chaos Warping a spell in the stack. But the thing is, so what I was saying is, that Thibaut's Trickery. In Modern, what you do with Thibaut's Trickery is you put a spell with Cascade, like 3 mana, 4 mana spell with Cascade. Thibaut's Trickery, Valky, which had the second side of Thibaut, and big spells like Eldrazi and other stuff. So what you do, you cast the Cascade spell, Cascade into either Tibalt Trickery or Valky. Tibalt Trickery would then counter that spell that you were cascading, that he had on the stack with Cascade. Then go and cast a different spell. If you hit another Tibalt Trickery, you could counter the same Tibalt Trickery. But if you hit another spell, if you hit a Cascade spell, you do it again. But if you hit a different Cascade spell, not the same one. But if you hit a big thing, then you get on the battlefield. If you hit Tibalt with Tibalt Trickery, or Valky, you could cast the other side, which is Tibalt. And that combo is so broken, they had to ban Tibalt Trickery from Modern and nerf the Cascade rule so that modal double-faced cards could only be cast, if the mana was, low enough. So, for example, a Cascade spell for 3 mana that hits Valky could only cast Valky, not Tibalt. So that was, nerf that they did to the rule. However, if a modal double-faced card, both sides are playable. So if we go to, so if we go, for example, Elrond. Hold on. For example, Elrond, God of the... Oh, yeah. Now we're going to standard bans. Alright. Corey Steel Cutter gets banned from standard. Makes sense. It's played in a bunch of Izzet decks and a few mono red decks, allowing you to prowess, gain lots of you gain lots of stuff. So basically it's it's very powerful because it creates monks with prowess and interacts very well with prowess. So once you cast the second spell, you get a 2/2 monk that can attack straight away. And then you keep on doing that even further. You'd get monk after monk after monk, and just, oh my god, you're just filling up the board. And when you get multiple Core Steals, it's insane. Plus Core Steals are non-creature spells, so it also triggers prowess. If you have, monsters with spear, if you have, slick shot show off. So, yeah. Oh, hell nah. I am not switching off ad block. Plus, that ad block doesn't really work well with Twitch. So, as you could see at the beginning, there was still an ad. But let's just ignore that and just, talk about the actual bannings. So yeah. Now they introduced a new artifact similar to the, oh, Abuela's Awakening, banned in standard. Alright, let's break this down. So, Abuela's Awakening was, it's 3 and a white. Sorcery, bring back an artifact or a non-aura enchantment from your graveyard to battlefield with Ed's additional +1 counters on it. Becomes a 1/1 spirit with flying. So, yeah, even enchantment creatures would still, would get weakened. Same with artifact creatures. However, so the reasoning behind Abuela's Awakening being banned is because it was a way to cheat in Omniscience. And Omniscience is my favorite card in the game and very powerful. It's just straight up broken, man. If you just, how if you've seen players play on MTG Arena, it's just so crazy. It lets you play everything for free from your hand, and you still have to pay additional cost, but everything else is just free. And with Abuela's Awakening, you could pay 4 mana, bring back Omniscience as a 1/1, and you just cast a bunch of spells. The weakness is Omniscience dies to removal. No, I'm not even joking. It's friggin' insane. I literally faced up one of those decks in playing mono red, and I beat it. Bro, I literally killed Omniscience twice. So I stopped the combo, by killing a friggin' omniscience. Like, you know, I literally hit it with. I don't remember what removal I hit it with. It was oh, I forgot. I was playing mono red though. It was oh, torch the tower. I hit one of the torch the tower, I think, and oh. So yeah, that's basically. Oh, there's no spoilers today? Okay. Jerry thought they were going to continue revealing Edge of Eternity's cards. But, well, never mind. Let's just continue. So, I mean, Final Fantasy introduced a new blue card that has, that gives, you know, prowess. I mean, so yeah, the thing is that, that Abuelo Omniscience deck has, like, a lot of, like, you like, eventually you start spamming so many creatures and stuff. It's just it's a combo deck, right? Oh, Monsters Rage. All right, another piece for prowess deck. So it literally is, you know, a pump spell, very powerful pump spell, and it's 1 red instant plus 2/0 until turn. You get a monster roll attached to it. So so the really powerful thing about this is that it's just, you know, is that it's plus 1/1 forever, gives it trample forever, which means with manifold mouse you no longer. Oh, Will, how are you? So yeah, and what I was saying, so yeah, let's continue breaking it down. So gives it trample and plus 1/1 forever, and temporarily gives it plus 2/0, allowing a really big hit. Issue is that you probably don't want to do Monsters Rage on the same creature twice, but you can Monsters Rage different creatures and then give them, you know, trample. With Manifold Mouse, you can give a mouse double strike or trample. If you have a Monsters Rage on the mouse, you don't have to give it trample. Like, it will get trample and then you double strike, allowing for 6 bonus damage instead of 3. So now that Core Steel is banned, if people want to play prowess, they're gonna have to resort to Astrologian's Planet Sphere, being a 2-mana equipment with job select, which means it enters with a 1/1 hero attached to it by default. Oh, Heartfire hero, another piece for mono red getting eliminated. This being the main target of Manifold Mouse due to, you know. Ooh, Monsters Rage. I don't see Monsters Rage being played in any other formats. Like, not even Pioneer would use it. I mean, the only other format I was trying, you know, Monsters Rage was Historic, but it was only because I was playing a Kobold, you know, the Kobold deck, the one that summons dragons. I'd use this as one of the pump spells. So that's basically. So other than that, I don't see, you know, like, because pump spells have been shown to be much better, you know, in other cards. Like, for example, Pioneer. I mean, Pioneer, you have a Blossoming Defense. You have what else? You have Gigantic Growth, and you had, like, much better pump spells. And then in Modern, you have Scale Up. You got Might of Old Krosa. You got Groundswell, I think was the name of it, and also you had the one that the Fireton one. But yeah, but yeah, it's just it's just that. So So yeah, basically, yeah, that's basically what my thoughts on Monsters Rage. I think Monsters Rage was only like strong in standard. That's that's my thing. That's my thought. Maybe Pioneer. But Pioneer is a stretch. I think maybe what used to be, is it prowess or mono red in standard, will become the Pioneer version. Is it Phoenix maybe? I don't know. Maybe not Phoenix, because the thing is, if you don't have a target for the pump spells, then you won't be able to get Phoenix out. I mean, you could try a blend with it. I mean, Astrologian's Plan Sphere is a new addition that, it's a non-creature spell. I mean, it's not an instant or sorcery, so it doesn't work with the Phoenix, but it has job select, so it's a 1/1 by default, and it has like a permanent prowess, so gets a counter when you cast a non-creature. Also, third card you draw, plus +1 on counter, and it's reattachable, equip 2. So yeah, but that's basically, So yeah, they banned a bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts on on Monsters Rage in other formats. But yeah, Monsters Rage, Hardfire Hero, Corey Steel banned in standard. That means the end for prowess and mono red. I mean, bro, you literally saw how that draft went. I mean, yeah, it was friggin' not draft, a standard event went. It's friggin' crazy, man. I mean, yep. Up the Beanstalk, first banned in modern, now banned in standard. So remember when Up the Beanstalk would be paired with cards like Solitude, Fury. Wait, Fury ever used with Up the Beanstalk? I don't remember when Fury was banned, but well, you get what I mean. People would use this with evoking spells. So you'd evoke or cast a spell that costs more than what you're actually paying, and you draw a bunch of cards up the Beanstalk. Plus, it replaces itself. You pay 2 mana, get it out, draw a card. Then what you do? Skin of Draco, 2 mana for 12 mana spell, and you draw a card. So then you get to cantrip with a friggin' Solitude, man. I mean, so it's 2 cards, exile a creature, draw a card, so you're no longer at card disadvantage, because since you're exiling a creature from the opponent and you're drawing a card after exiling, so you cast 1 creature, 2 to exile 1, but then you draw a card, so that's 1 card for 1. So you're spending 2 cards to get 2 cards, meaning you're no longer in a card disadvantage. And I mean, standard now has the overlords. Overlords being, enchantment creatures that you could impend them for small cost, similar to suspend, but you're casting the spell. So by casting the spell, you're casting a 5 mana spell for 2 or 3 mana, maybe even a 7 mana spell for 4 mana, and you're drawing a card. Like, oh my god. And plus some of these, like, green overlord literally ramps you. White overlord's creating you insects. And the black overlord, not only if paying 2 mana to mill 4, get a creature back or planeswalker, and you draw a card. Hopeless Nightmare. That's where the bounce decks get hit. Dimir and Esper, the main decks that use this card. So, allowing you to basically force the opponent to discard card, lose 2 life, so direct damage. If it dies, you scry 2. And for free mana, you can sacrifice it. You can use this if everything's going wrong. I mean, you can force to sacrifice it or stuff like that if you're running out of options. But ideally, you're bouncing it with Pitsy, this town ain't big enough, and other similar bounce spells. Like, I mean, Fear of which fear was it that bounces? I forgot the name of it. You basically, so there was was it Fear of I forgot. It was no, not Fear of Falling. Fear of Isolation. That was the one where you pay. So it's a 2 mana, 2 free flying, and you get to bounce this back to your hand, allowing you to recast it, get another ETB trigger later on, more damage, more card advantage. Oh my god. So yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, if you just like just put it like this. Turn 1, you play the spell. Force the opponent to discard card. Alright. You go, so if you assuming you went first, you're on 5 cards with 1 land, 1 enchantment on the battlefield, and your opponent's at 6 cards, 18 life. You're on 20. Opponent has to draw. Play a land. That's 6 cards. Maybe play something. 5? I don't know. I mean, then second main, you draw. Play a land. Play the Fear of Isolation. Bounce that enchantment back. You're back to 6 cards in hand. Then the opponent draw, play something, maybe like what, 4 cards in hand probably, depending on your situation. Then on turn 3 you draw, you play this again, force the opponent to discard. That's you're back. You're on 5 cards. Opponent's on 4 free cards in hand. You kill whatever the opponent put down with a removal spell. And then you attack for 2 in the air. So, and the opponent's down to 14 already. So it's just, and the fact you can just spam it even better with friggin' Pitsy. I mean, nurturing Pitsy. You play the thing, force the opponent to discard. Play the Pitsy, bounce, play it again. Oh my god. I mean, pair that with Kaito, who bounces your attacking creature. So you can get another ETB trigger from that creature. It's friggin' crazy, man. Yeah. So that's basically the thing with the Hopeless Nightmare. It's a literal nightmare. I mean, man, how do you even deal with that? It's just friggin' crazy. I mean, good thing they banned it. Now all those Dimir and Esper bounce decks will just cool down because they're not gonna be using this. I mean, you could. One counter for it was friggin' Obstinate Battle Off. Like, I literally was in one of my earlier versions of my mono red deck. I was actually playing Gruul, and because I'd use those. Wait, hold on. Was I playing? Did I ever switch to mono red, or was I playing Gruul the whole time? I forgot. I think I was playing. No, I was playing mono red, right? I mean, no, because I remember I was playing Gruul. I don't. Yeah, I did switch from Gruul to mono red. Yeah, I do remember. So, wait. No, I never actually switched Gruul from. I never actually switched to mono red. What am I even saying? Well, all right. So, I had Obstinate Battle Off on my sideboard. So when I play against those bounce decks, I'd board in the Battle-Offs, and the opponent would as a result have to board out the Hopeless Nightmares. But in the case they don't, I have the Battle-Off in hand. Opponent plays it, I play my Battle-Off, and boom, I gain life. So yeah, that's basically the thing, you know, the ways you could like stop the hopeless nightmare. So there is a hope. This town ain't big enough. Really powerful. So for 5 mana, you'd be able to bounce 2 permanents. However, if at least one of them is yours, it will cost 2 mana. Best part is you can also bounce 2 of your own permanents. Still would cost 2 mana though, but it is, you know, very powerful. So what do? You play this, bounce whatever the opponent has, you know, something, and then bounce one of your own permanents. That could be, you know, Hopeless Nightmare, as I mentioned earlier, or there's even better. You could bounce Nowhere to Run, a friggin' removal, like that literally bypasses Hexproof, and it bypasses Hexproof, Ward, and it literally just, you know, they just kill stuff, bypassing Indestructible as well. And there's not just that. There's another one that literally forces the opponent to sacrifice a creature or vehicle. And if they can't, they have to discard a card. So, yeah. I forgot the name of it. But, well, there's also another one. I think it was I think it was called Grim Bauble. Let me just check. So, yeah, Grim Bauble. That was another one. It's a removal, 1 mana artifact, ETB, target creature opponent's controls, gets -2 -2 of turn, 3 mana tap, sacrifice, surveil 2. Well, that is basically a very powerful card. And well, it's not just that. I mean, you could try this with removals, and that's where you get your best results. But you can loop this. The best part of it is that you can loop this. You use this with Storm Chaser's talent. Storm Chaser's talent, creating a 1/1 order as it enters battlefield. When you hit level 2 on the Storm Chaser's talent, you get to bring back an instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. So, and it's 4 mana to level it up. So, what you do is you pay 4 mana, get a level 2, bring back Discounting big enough from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can Discounting big enough, bounce one of your opponent's permanents or one of your own permanents, depends on the situation, and then bounce the Storm Chaser's talent. Replay Storm Chaser's talent. Get another order. Prowess trigger from the previous order. Attack for 2. Level 2. Bring back Discounting big enough. And yeah, it's just an insane loop. I mean, especially if you have 7 mana. That's like, when you have 7 mana, this is like the best. Like, you can completely lock out your opponent. It's just crazy. I mean, maybe even less mana, unless your opponent has creatures with haste, which, with, you know, the amount of you know, mono red prowess decks around, that was an insane issue. I mean, well, that's the ban announcement. I mean, standard, 7 cards banned. Pioneer best of 1, 1 card banned. Historic, 1 card unbanned. Other than that, no more ban announcements. No spoilers for now. I mean, although Edge of Eternities should be coming by the end of this month. Man, already. Wow. I mean, kids who haven't watched my other podcasts and stuff, and mini podcasts, I have mentioned that, well, that we were getting spaceships back. And Eldrazi? Yep. Eldrazi are coming back in Edge of Eternities. Like, actually in the lore. This is crazy, man. I never thought they'd actually come back in the lore. But, well, hey, got them back. So, that's crazy. Also, one more thing. We're getting a Sonic Secret Lair drop. Yep. That's right. We got Sonic and Shadow and whatever cards are there. Let me just Sonic Secret Lair. forgot what were the cards, but I mean there's a Sonic Super Drop coming out in 2 weeks. Wow. So, alright, so we got, whoa, the Super State? Yo. So it's for Super Sonic. Ooh, Knuckles the Echidna, Amy Rose, Dr. Eggman, and Tails. Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's basically, the cards. No Metal Sonic? Oh, wait, hold on. There's the Turbo Gear. The Knuckles Gloves, which is the Reaver Cleaver. Air Shoes, which is Swiftfoot Boots. Egg Hammer, which is Mirror Bowsphere. Pico Pico Hammer, which is the Hammer of the Zan. Could have been Colossal Hammer, but whatever. And Power Sneakers, which is Lightning Greaves. Well, Tornadoes is Sonic's biplane, is the Weatherlight. That's cool. Mirror Token, which is Egg Pawn. Ooh, the Chasing Adventure. We got Generous Gift, that creates an elephant. Open the Armory, that gets that gets an or equipment. Fabricate, which was banned in. Oh no, wait, no, that's the wrong card. No, I thought it was Tinker. Never mind. Fabricate, yeah, that's really powerful. Deadly Dispute, Pauper Staple, Unexpected Windfall. There's ramps up. Soul Ring. Oh yeah, that's cool. And Treasure Token. No Metal Sonic? Seriously, man? I genuinely thought they were gonna add a Metal Sonic card. I mean, there's no way that's gonna be it. They gotta reveal Metal Sonic as one of as a secret. Maybe it's gonna be like the secret edition. Like they will probably add Metal Sonic, maybe in one of those layers. But well, that's basically it. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the podcast. So, why don't you like, subscribe, follow, share with friends, stay tuned to my next videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. So, stay tuned to them. Watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And bye.